Hey SouthRidge, Pastor Brent here with my top 3 for April 30th. Coming in at number 1, I want to say thank you to everyone who participated in our week of prayer. We've had some great feedback and how meaningful it was for many of you. And I just want to encourage you, don't stop praying. Carry this into the next week. And if you didn't have a chance to join us this past week, you can still jump in and do some praying. And so we're going to leave a couple of our resources on our website to help you pray. Our prayer journal you'll be able to find there, and our prayer points, which give you a ton of things to pray for and help guide the whole prayer process. Number 2, I don't know about you, but have you been getting a little tired lately? I've been hearing words like lethargy, malaise, just a total non-engagement with activities of life. And I get it. This has been a long process going through COVID. And so I just want to remind you that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I think today we're at like 38% of BC has been vaccinated, or at least those who are eligible. And so it's getting closer to returning to normal life. And so I just want to encourage you to hold on to hope if that's how you're feeling right now. And as followers of Jesus, this should be easy for us. Well, maybe not easy, but it should come to us a little more naturally than others because we really do believe in hope. And so hold on to that hope as we get to the end of dealing with COVID. Number 3, sad, happy, I don't know, a little bit of both for me. It's Mason's last day on staff at SouthRidge. And so because of this whole weird COVID thing, I thought it might be a great thing for him to be able to come and say goodbye to you, because I know he has meant a lot to a lot of you. He's led us so well in so many ways of being our worship leader over the last number of years. And so I'm going to invite him to say a few words, and then I'll pop back in. So come on in, Mason.
Thanks, Brent. Well, church family, goodbyes are bittersweet, as Brent was saying. Change is good, but on the other hand, change is hard. And it's bitter in the sense that this has been our church family for many, many years. This is actually my 25th year being a part of this church family, and Joy and I met in the youth program in high school and dated and got married. So there's sadness in leaving this church family. But on the other hand, there's peace because we know that God has been leading us, and we know that God's going to provide for this church. We're praying for this church that God would bless it, that God would continue to strengthen it and grow it. And we invite you to be praying for us in this season as we step out and we just discern what's next for us. And we thank you for your prayers. I just want to say thank you to so many of you for the opportunity I've had to serve alongside you, and to many of you lead you in worship week in and week out. It's truly been an honor and a privilege to be able to rise up in leadership here and be given opportunities and to serve in this way. So lastly, I just want to read one scripture, one that I read often over our church, and I just want to pray that over you guys as I leave. It's from Romans 12, verses 1 to 2. It says, "Therefore I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as living sacrifices, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will." So church, live lives of worship to God, surrendered to God. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. Thanks.
Thanks, Mason. And I encourage you, if you haven't had a chance to encourage Mason or just drop him a note and Joy of how much they've meant to us, I encourage you to do that because they have really been a blessing to our church. That's all I've got for this week, and I'll see you back next week.